Can I get a picture of my logo? There you go. Okay, that was nice. Can I say it one more time? Okay, that's it. And welcome to part 3 of what is going through you, or what are you going through? Either way, it's a good question. And I want to thank all of you guys and girls out there for tuning in to Woody's Tapestry. I just love to put things together, one piece at a time. But so it won't seem like I'm doing all this on my own and I'm on my, I'm doing this all, willy-nilly type. This is what I want to do. I'm going to invite you to come in and to, I'm readjusting something, to help me with this tapestry. You can do it. All we got to do is take and weave it together piece at a time. But I don't know about you, but I know that once I put something together and can see the whole picture, it makes all the difference to me. But before we get started with that, here's what I need you to do. Let's take care of some business. First of all, go down into the corner, hit the subscribe button, click the ring my bell. Hell, y'all too young to remember that. But anyways, ring my bell. And once you do that, give me a thumbs up. And then don't forget, leave me a comment so I'll know what's on your mind. Now, so far, since this being the 3rd, we've got to go back over what we've covered. So far, we've covered good seeds, we've covered bad seeds, and we have also recovered how to remove them by using some simple techniques like meditation. But the most important thing is to recognize bad influences and bad seeds before they take root. And here's an example of that. Now, this example that I'm giving you is about this young man and how culturally conditioned as this society is. This particular individual ran into racism without even knowing it. Okay, here it is. A young man got a t-shirt and it had a picture of the continent of Africa, and in big white letters it said Black King, and he wore it to school. But he wore it to school during February, which is Black History Month. So he decided just to show off his black pride. Never in his wildest imagination did he think that something as simple as wearing a t-shirt would cause such an outrage and outcry all over the world. Now keep in mind, this young guy just wore this t-shirt during Black History Month. And his teacher, not understanding the culture and then being culturally conditioned, she told him that his shirt was racist. Imagine that. A picture of the continent of Africa, white letters saying Black King, and that's racist. Why? Because of the image. Well, 2 things I think that can be learned from this. First thing is, it's a teachable moment because the young man turned and respectfully said some things to the teacher. He said, well, listen, I wore this shirt because it's Black History Month, but you guys here at the school, y'all don't pay any attention to Black history or anything anytime. So we need to first of all correct that. And it was obvious that this young man was being taught by his parents how to recognize and how to eject any type of seed that may be inferior from being planted in his garden. So immediately he made sure that it didn't take root. That's what I mean by understanding that. As soon as he heard that, his mind automatically clicked on and started fighting that situation. So in this country, we have been culturally conditioned to believe that white is superior and that black is inferior. And the manifestation of this cultural condition, we, meaning people of color, we are undervalued, and marginalized. However, if you learn some simple techniques, you can keep improving your mental system. And from time to time, you should just do a self-diagnostic on yourself. And this will increase your chance of finding harmful influences that may be stranded or just lingering around somewhere in your mental. And then when you find such a seed, such as fear, hate, and even delusion. See, a lot of people don't know that delusion is another thing that's a seed that's planted in us. Well, these seeds should be the first thing that you should be looking for when you're doing your meditation time, so that you can keep focused on them to remove them. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be your strongest influence. And in most cases, they're going to be your biggest challenge. And then when it comes to our mind, when it comes to this and building characters, it's an all-day job, and it's an everyday job. I get it. Believe me, I know this stuff is not easy, but I guarantee you that if you put in the work, that it will outweigh the work when you get to the end. Your pleasure, the rewards will be. And then you'll be able to find your center. And once you're able to find your center and become balanced, you can do like the young man did. You can simply point out to the teacher like, hey, you're not taking care of me, so I'm taking care of me. And that's a good thing. Like it was said before, all of us on this planet will be faced with challenges each and every day. So we have to be vigilant. But before I get too far off topic, the seed mentioned earlier in the show, such as hate, fear, and delusion, those are just a few of those. And like I said, the reason that I even brought those up first is because they're easy to spot. You can pretty much look in yourself and tell if you have hatred for another person, or if you're delusional, if you believe something that's not true, that the sky is falling, whatever, you know. But don't get it twisted. All of these seeds can be misleading. All hatred, even love. I mean, you can be misled even in the love. So you have to be careful how you cultivate the seeds that's in your garden. We've been talking about that. So just keep it simple. Once you make this diagnosis of yourself, then and only then can you recognize when you run across a cultural conditioning. And then, like a tapestry, cultural conditioning places everything together. It weaves us all together as a people and as a country. And that those bad seeds get weaved right in there with it. So over the years, all these different things starts happening. So when this happens in your life, I want you to just unlearn or start learning how to unlearn things that you've been learned, so that you can start to remove all these unwanted seeds. And that way, when somebody come up to you and ask you, what are you going through? You can say, nah, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say this. You fill in the blank. Sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity is cousin to bad cultural conditioning. They're related and they work hand in hand. So until I see you the next time, I just want you to know that we love you. Peace. Oh, by the way, where is my logo? One more time. There you go.